Watercooler.
Ba, 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 da.
Watercooler.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Watercooler.
Ba, 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 da. Hey, welcome to Watercooler, episode number 419, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 5. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. You know how the show goes. I, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my Curl Digital Bud and Gary and Kaylin and Matt. With me today, all the way in North Hollywood, California, we got Mike Dawson here.
Hey, welcome to the water cooler.
Yes,
It's good to be here today. Welcome to all my other guys here. Welcome to the water cooler.
And welcome to you, Mike.
Thank you. I feel welcome. I feel welcome here.
And while we're welcoming everybody, let's welcome all the way from Orange County, California, Gary Smith.
Big episode next week, Dawson. I hope you'll do something to celebrate the festivities.
What is it? 420?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next weekend?
Next week.
No,
This
Next
episode, if you Chris just did
the
intro-
number, the episode
Oh,
number.
okay. I'm like, dude, that's not till
Dawson
April.
thinks it's the end of April, the end of March right now.
No, that was why it was confusing. I'm like, no, it's not.
And every day's 420. Then
There we go. That makes
Yeah.
sense now.
and then let's now welcome. Coming in from Long Beach, California, it's Mr. Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
Hi, Kalen.
Hey, Chris.
And welcome all the way in Austin, Texas, Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Nice and smooth and not interrupted. I love it. Hi, Matt.
All about that bass.
Mm,
I would love to know. All right, we got a lot of show. I apologize. I'm once again sick. I would say for the last 3 months I've been nothing but a mucus generator,
mm.
and it has been awful. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know how it's happening, but that is my life right now, and it is not fun. So anyway, look, we're off a very fun Super Bowl weekend. I imagine we all watched.
Yep.
Matt, you not watch the Super Bowl?
I cut the cord. I don't even know if I would have been able to watch the game.
You
All I
didn't even
got-
try
all I got
to
is
watch the
apps.
game?
No.
What did you
Wow.
do during?
What
Matt,
did you
it's
do?
streamed on a service I know for a fact you have.
Oh, it did stream. I thought the whole thing was it's never going to stream. I thought there was a whole thing about that.
No.
Interesting. Well,
Wow.
nope. I was extremely hungover from the night before, and just watching movies, just kicking it.
I feel like you,
Uh,
Matt,
Any
went
given
out and,
Sunday, draft day, I stayed on the
Uh,
team.
No,
Remember the
Monsters
Titans?
Inc. It was Monsters Inc. is what we watched.
you
My
watched
God,
Monsters
Matt.
Inc. on Sunday while the Super Bowl was playing. You didn't watch Monsters Inc. They were watching the Nickelodeon simulcast. Like you didn't. What is
Unbelievable.
happening, Gary? How do you feel about this?
I mean, look, it is more upsetting to me that he watched a movie from the early 2010s that he's clearly seen 7 times before. But, it's Matt. If he doesn't want to watch the Super Bowl, I guess I don't begrudge him that because his wife probably didn't want to watch it either. So
That's
Okay.
exactly right.
whatever.
Okay.
I can't really get high and mighty because I
like-
did not turn on the Super Bowl until well into the second half of the second quarter.
Okay. Well, you don't have to. Well, Matt.
Oh, that's
so you're
awful.
off the grid. Do you
What?
know who won?
God, do I fucking know who won? Jesus Christ. I will
I think Taylor
I don't
Swift
even know
on his
what
algorithm
I will
feed is
I
showing
don't
him
even know
some
what
stuff.
I would do if it meant never having to see or hear that fucking name ever again. It is absolutely insane. Like I really am at this point gonna just probably stop using Facebook. I mean, yeah, I'll look at the
Taylor,
Bobo
but for
Boy
you.
Army Worldwide LLC from time to time, but I can't do it anymore. It's 85 to 90% of my posts are about, I'm not gonna say her name.
Taylor Swift,
know
Taylor
who-
Swift, Taylor Swift,
know
Taylor
who I'm
Swift, Taylor
talking
Swift,
about.
Taylor Swift, the Swifties, Kelsey,
Wait,
Taylor
The
Swift.
fact that
post
my
or the ones that
algorithm
you're
is
reading?
still giving me
Okay.
that, it's still giving me football content. I
yeah.
X out every single time it pops up. I'm not interested in this. I'm not interested in this.
Wow.
It will never
Wow.
stop. And
Wow.
thus
There's
I
a
shall stop.
conspiracy here. They're
Yes.
forcing you.
It's pretty
See.
bad.
I think Taylor Swift has a couple conspiracies surrounding her right now.
Yeah, they're all true too.
I can't believe she's still haunting you.
It's deeply disturbing.
Well, then why don't you just give
Wow.
it? Why don't you lean into it? Listen to Shake It
Lean
Off.
into it, Matt.
Banger, man.
Again, I don't have to because my Spotify fucking delivers me that song at least once a night. Even if I'm listening to like the soul channel, like 70s music, there will still be Shake It Out or whatever the hell that song is called.
Why
I
don't
I
you
cannot get
just
away
go-
from it.
Why don't you just go be a vagrant? Just go be a street person, you know,
That would
and then you'll never
Extreme
hear
option.
from Taylor Swift again. you
That's
know?
not true, because I'm going to be on the street begging for money, and then the people who are handing me money, when they roll the windows down, they're going to be playing the goddamn song, and then I'm going to
Might be
freak out,
true.
and then they're going to go crazy homeless person, and then drive off.
There's
Wow.
some fingers too. I'll send them to you.
Please don't.
You're gonna
Please
want to
don't.
hear them. You're gonna want to hear them. Just lean into it. Do you when you
Yeah.
use Spotify? Are you using? Do you ever try to use X, that AI radio guy? Have you ever tried it?
No,
DJ
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's like it's a guy on Spotify. I say it's a guy. It's an AI voice that is
Radio guy.
that's totally.
Now you're AI radio guy with what to tune in and listen to.
That's exactly right.
First up, Taylor Swift.
That's right. So it
Her
basically
new
all the things
hit,
you like.
Shake It and Shit.
He totally sounds just like he's like. It sounds like he's a black guy. It's like, yo, what up? It's DJ
Yo,
X, and let
what
me.
up,
I got
DJ
your flavor for this Monday morning.
Today, it's
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and then he says the artist, tells me a little bit about there. It's like a DJ. Like all the radio DJs, Dawson, they're out of work because AI
Yeah.
is taking over.
AI.
Yeah, see, that seems like a very
AI, I disagree with
unnecessary
that.
feature to me. Like, I would rather just hear the music. I kind of like how I have it. I don't need somebody to intro it for me. I can look at my phone
Right.
and see
I
the
thought
artist.
that, but now
Well,
I like him,
see-
and I like DJ X.
I thought that was the whole
consider him a
thing
friend.
about taking radio away from radio, is that now you don't have to listen to the fucking DJs. If you want to listen to a DJ, you can tune into the radio.
I like
Now
DJs,
they're giving you an
whenever-
artificial fucking shitty AI DJ.
It was
Fucking,
yeah.
you get, you know what? Fuck that, man.
People
Support
did-
local radio.
People didn't stop listening to the radio because of the DJs. They stopped listening to the radio, one, because we got really into an on-demand lifestyle. I want to listen to this
Right.
song now. I want
Oh,
to.
so yeah.
And then also, radio is just way too many commercials. It's annoying. Like
Yeah.
those commercial blocks are way too long. So, but now I'm over the on-demand thing, and I just don't even want to have to pick the next song that I'm going to listen to. I just want them to know. I just want you to know what I want to listen to, or the vibe that I'm going for.
You need to hire a DJ.
I need a personal
You
DJ.
know, I should. It's going to be a new business. And it won't be a DJ service. I'll offer a music directorship. I will be the music director
Right. See,
of your life.
that's right. I need a personal musical director.
Pick all the songs you're going to hear all day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did that with Jenny. She took me to a clothing store, Brixton, the hat I'm wearing right now. They have
Yeah. What's up, Brixton?
shout out to Brixton. And we walked in there, and I just said, I looked at Jenna and I went, I will buy whatever you want me to buy. You can dress me. Just, I don't want to have to pick. I don't want to have to think about it. Just pick whatever you'd like me to wear. I'll try it on, and then I will buy it.
And she went for the Brixton hat. That was the first thing she
Yeah.
grabbed.
No,
It's a
I-
solid hat.
no,
I like that's a good hat.
Solid hat.
Yeah,
Kalen.
yeah.
Let's see the back of it.
Where is this Brixton store?
Why
I
do you
might
have
go
to
get
see
me
the
a
back
Brixton
of it?
hat.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I wanna
that's
see
true.
the back
Yeah.
of it, because if you have the
Oh.
stupid little belt
Is it a
with
snapback?
the strap on it, like I've seen you wear
Mhm.
before, then it's going way down. It's got to be a snap.
Because you need the
Gotta be a
flex.
snap.
I like the
Snap or
flex fit.
fitted. Snap or fitted. None of this
It is
belt
snap.
loop.
This is
Okay.
snap. Wait, what do
Prove
you
it.
about loop?
He's talking about the one that's like, yeah, yeah. Snap,
Okay,
yeah.
good. You know what I'm talking about, Chris.
That's
Where it's just
talking
like a
about like
little.
the leather
Yeah, it can't
strap
be a
that you
butt
can
loop.
adjust. So
Oh,
it's
I
not
like
like
those. You don't like those?
No.
You know, they're not meant for big-headed people like me and Matt, though. So I could
Mm.
see it. I don't get to wear them that often. Like the dad caps. Those
Yeah.
are kind of the dad. I want to wear a dad cap, but it won't work. Whenever anybody gets me a hat for a gift, it's always sad. I always know it's not going to work. It's like this was a lost cause. So anyway, so Jenny just picked everything, and I just took it to the register. I said, I will take these. And we walked out, and it was the easiest experience shopping ever. And I want that for my music. I just want Dawson to come over
There you go.
and just give me
There you
all
go.
the Rush albums and just say, here, this is all you need, buddy. And
Yeah.
I'll just
We're gonna rely real heavily on Christopher Cross the first couple of days.
I like how Dawson's the music director, but he'll just pick bands that he likes.
right. I'll just tell you exactly.
So
I'll
tell me, what kind of
tell you
music
what
do you
you're
like?
listening to.
Huh? Interesting.
Yeah,
How do you
but
feel
you're
about
gonna-
Christopher
yeah.
Cross?
Alan
Yeah.
Parsons. Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of Rush. You know, it's just the way it's gonna happen.
Speaking
It's a
of,
service I provide.
it is. Speaking of, and I want it, by the way. I want it. Let's do it.
You should call it "Give me your aux cord."
Why,
Not bad.
we can put in the maybe pile.
They're not all home runs. What are you gonna do?
Let's make a mixed CD for each other. Let's do like a Secret Santa mixed CD
Nice, dude.
exchange, right?
Like secret Spotify playlists.
Now, can't we just do playlists? CD. I wouldn't know how to burn a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have to go to the Best Buy and get that 25 pack of RWs.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
I got hundreds of them. Still, I'm from the day when what you had to do, if I was producing a record, you would burn the mix to a disc, and then you'd go into your truck and put the fucking disc in and listen to how it sounded.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you're
The
supposed to
cartridge-
listen
cartridge.
on the simplest of stereos.
Yeah.
So if you
Well-
just got a bass edition stereo in your car, that's where you should be listening,
Right.
to mixes.
And by the way, I meant CDRs. I never did the CDRWs. Those are a little too complicated for me.
No, way too
Yeah,
complicated.
but there's
You'd
a
never re-record.
in Long Beach there is a CDR store, and I have no idea what's in there. Like it's just like CDRs. Like what could you possibly sell? And how are you paying your rent to
Yeah.
even be in a store? Like
Is it just mixtapes or is it actual albums that were
just like
transferred?
burn things to CDs at our store. Burns.
Oh, you can. Oh, okay. I
Like-
thought it was like a Sam Goody of other people's burn CDs
No,
that they
no,
gave you.
It's just blank
That's
CDs. And you go in
interesting.
there and they'll burn stuff on a CD for you.
I feel like that's a good idea that might be like a few years too early, because I feel like the nostalgia factor with our generation is like so high that like there will be like a generation, a point where it's like they want to take their 10-year-olds and show them like how they used to make music back in the day. Like that's like not the worst idea I've ever
Kind
heard.
of like what vinyl
Well,
and
problem
cassettes are
is,
kind of
though-
doing that too right now.
Yeah.
Problem is, check this out. I'll ask each of you this question. Do you have a CD player?
No. I have one device that might play a CD, but I don't know how it's going to deal with a burn CD. But there's no
make
CD
my-
player. There's no CD player in my
That's
car.
the thing. It's I like the spirit of it, but it's not going to be a success like vinyl records or something like that, because no one owns a CD player. No one owns a fucking CD player.
Well, I have an Xbox that will play a CD.
That's what I was saying.
And
I have
my
that.
car still has a CD in it. And I will
Right.
say that every year for Christmas, my dad inevitably asks for a CD. And I have to, he's the only person in the world who still buys CDs.
Yeah, but I think Matt, we might be in like the very tail end of that, because I don't know. I would have to like look this up and look into it, but I would say that probably more than half of brand new cars that you can buy today don't have a CD player.
Correct.
Do not.
And I think we're headed very much more in that direction. So like I don't
They're going
think
to take away AM radio next.
Do you guys remember that period of time when you could kind of upgrade your internal car stereo and get one of those crazy video light plates, and you basically would have to pop it out of your car and take it with you wherever you went, or somebody would jack it? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know. I've
Face-
never
Yeah.
heard of
face
it.
plates.
A faceplate, yeah, Dawson, you've definitely seen it. Like you would get like an upgraded like head unit for your car, but then for a while it started with, in the very beginning, it had a handle on it. You would take it with you so that people wouldn't break into your car and steal your fancy stereo.
That's what
And
my
then
dad
Oh
did.
yeah,
you know,
okay. So yeah.
And then they figured out that they could just have the front part of it, the faceplate, like pop off, and you would have a little case that you would take with
Yeah,
you to
right.
the movies. But yeah, man, I 100% remember that. Do you remember when they got a little even more crazy and they started putting TVs in there that would slide out and like
Yeah.
fold up? Those were something.
Oh, I
That was,
thought you were
that
making
was a
fun of
vibe.
me.
No, I was making fun of myself. I had one.
Oh, okay, I didn't have one. I had a fold out. I got a real TV for my minivan, like with a
All right.
real arm that folded down, and it wasn't made for the car, and I ruined the car, and I ruined the TV. and everything.
And you killed the battery the first time you tried to use it, right?
Yes, it was just it was a horrible experience that I dreamt too big. I was ahead of my time.
Too close to the sun, man.
I did.
I like that you went for it.
Thank you. I never upgraded my radio to like have the pop out faceplate or anything like that. But I'm glad, because I wouldn't want to carry that thing around.
There was a period of time when you had to carry around the faceplate, your iPod, your cell phone, and your wallet. Like you just literally came out of your car, just bulging pockets without having to put anything else in it, just carrying the contents of your car with you.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
glad.
that's
I'm glad
dumb.
those days are over. I really am. Well, speaking of music though, Matt, you missed the halftime show.
Oh, that I watched. I'll watch that later.
Oh, you
on
did.
YouTube.
You watched it on YouTube.
Did you really?
Hell yeah, baby. Usher. I'm not gonna miss that.
Usher's awesome.
Usher hits for our
that's why it
generation.
brings up-
Awesome.
Yes, exactly, dude.
That's why
It's
My
everybody-
buddy AJ was in Usher's box. It was in Usher's fucking press box or luxury box at Allegiant.
That's cool.
That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Did they have the
Why?
roller skates in there?
Dude,
Is that where they kept the roller skates?
badass, risky.
No, that's where they watched the game and ate good food.
Because if you the roller skates thing, one wrong move, and that is how we remember you for the rest of
Yes.
time, right? Like if he ate shit, his whole back catalog is completely erased, like an Etch-a-Sketch, just shaken up, and all we know you for is the gift that will forever haunt the rest of time, which is you eating shit on roller skates.
Now, Chris, let me
Katy
ask you.
Perry came down on a giant zip line or some shit. That's not nearly as dangerous as the roller skating.
The
Right.
roller skating was definitely sketchy. Let me ask you guys, how did you feel that it looked compared to like the past two Super Bowls? I thought the show was great and I thought it was really cool, but in terms of like the actual stages and stuff, it seemed much more subdued than the last couple.
It was the stage wasn't as big as like what like Rihanna's was like on all the like the trapeze kind of platforms, and
Right.
then the Weekend was in that mirror room.
That was like a whole like structure that he had built. That's not like usually there. So like that's
Look.
exactly the one that comes to mind is the Weekend one. And there was a documentary on it after, and it said that he spent $7 million on that perforance.
Oh
And it's
my
like-
God.
It seemed like while Usher's was really cool, it seemed like that one was probably more like 2 million.
Yeah, I agree that the set wasn't as nice. That didn't really bother me though, because I thought the performance was awesome.
I agree.
And after that Jack Harlow,
Oh my God, that
it-
travesty.
that- I don't even care anymore. Like I've seen the worst. It can't get worse than that. So
I love how indignant Matt is about. Of course, I watched the halftime. It's Usher.
I
You
love
didn't
how
watch the
confident-
Super Bowl.
Yeah, but Doss, Usher, I'm telling you, for people me, Matt, and Chris's exact age, like Usher was, I mean, when we were
But okay, fine. I understand that. But you can't get angry because you didn't watch the fucking Super Bowl. You didn't
I
watch
just don't
the
want to
fucking
be. I don't want to
game.
be accused of not
You went
watching
back
my
after the
musical
fact
hero.
right.
and watched Usher. Good
Usher
for
can
you.
dance, man. That guy danced too.
Good for you.
Yeah. No,
a lot of
I
people
knew
felt
Matt
like
was-
he
Doss, the Usher is so much in our generation that there were songs that he didn't play that I was upset about.
that's true.
Yeah. Like I was like, oh, he definitely left out some bangers.
He
And
did end on the right one though. Like I was concerned that he was gonna try to throw that shit somewhere in the middle, and that was gonna fucking piss me off.
Yeah, he had it's just Lil Jon, it's just crazy how we have this almost a Pavlovian response to him just screaming where we're just like, oh, let's go.
Let's go. We're doing this.
Yeah, like that's all we need is Lil Jon just to go, yeah. Turn down for what? And I'm just about to freaking throw shit on the ground. I'm about to take my pigs in a blanket and just toss them all in the air.
Yeah, I
Boom.
was playing it very, very cool because when the halftime came on, it was me, my wife, Gary Jr., and my wife's parents. So I had to really kind of subdue my excitement lest I look like a psychopath. But
So this also means Matt, you didn't do a Shay for Super Bowl food.
No, but I've been doing Shay for
Yeah.
over a decade. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure we did that before.
That's in Super Bowl food in Mammoth. Like we've done it enough. But yeah, it's the halftime show is great. What do you guys think of headset mics? I still don't like them. Like just like a guy.
I don't prefer them,
like a
but
tap
if you're dancing around and shit,
In the
man, they're invaluable.
well,
Yeah.
and was he really singing through that mic? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Seemed like
Okay.
he was. He was. Some of those notes were.
Yeah, and he
He
was
sounded
getting
good, but-
breathy. He was getting
yeah.
breathy, and it was hard to mix. Like it's
I will say though, they must have made some progress in the technology because he did sound very clear. Like as much as I don't think they're visually the best, like he sounded good.
yeah, and then in the YouTube broadcast that Matt watched, They remixed it.
Yeah, and they fixed Alicia
Oh.
Keys missing a note, which the
Yeah,
internet was all upset about.
Did not
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
Well, because Alicia Keys' first note, her voice cracked. Like some people want it, like on the word some.
Well, did you just do a fucking live drop? That's what it sounded like. That was beautiful.
Oh, great.
And yeah, I noticed it during the live performance. But look, who cares? Who cares if she messed up? I really wish they didn't take it out. I mean, but I guess they would have to just because the internet's brutal, and that's why they had to edit it in the YouTube version.
Alicia Keys could have put a stop to that if she wanted to. If she said, "Do not fucking edit that. That's my voice. I want it there." She could have done that.
I don't think it was.
I don't see why she would. I
don't
think
think it's
as
her.
an artist, you're like, you know what? Fix that.
Yeah,
That's going to be there forever. Fix it.
See, I don't know because Alicia Keys is a real musician. So I think that. I mean, just
She could have done. I think she could have done something.
I don't know. She would. I like the rawness. I like it. I like it when it's real. I like hearing.
Well, her name ain't Alicia Attakey.
Well, that's right. So maybe she just had to stay on brand.
Kaylin, how'd you feel about Usher?
Honestly, I was at a party where there was like a lot more people than I thought there was going to be, and there was a ton of kids, and there was two places to watch, the game. There was kind of like an outside area and then the main living room. And the main living room where I was, I mean, like I couldn't even really hear it. Like I sat there and I tried to watch it and I was like, I can't even really hear this. And there's kids running around. And so I wasn't really into it.
Do you care about Usher the way that maybe me and Matt?
No, no, not at all. In fact, when he was announced, I was like, Usher, I don't know about that.
But
Yeah, see, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Kaylin likes elevator operator and janitor better than Usher.
Yes.
Kaylin,
I don't know what
if you were in charge of the Super Bowl this year, and they're like, "We need you to pick the halftime show that'll be super successful," who are you gonna ask?
Oh, well, you'd have to. I mean, I would probably think of somebody that everyone is gonna like, and that's a huge name. I'd probably go like Jay-Z. Jay-Z hasn't done a halftime. I'd go, yeah, I feel like Jay-Z could do a halftime show. That'd be pretty sweet.
Wow. It's time for rock.
That's Well, yeah. What was the last? Well, Maroon 5, I guess, was kind of the last.
That wasn't rock.
It was the closest thing in recent years.
I would just get Creed to do that exact same.
Nickelback. We should ask Nickelback to do the halftime show. That would be fun.
I listened to the Numb Encore Jay-Z Linkin Park mashup today, just to hype myself.
Yeah,
up.
It's great.
It's better than the.
Is it better than Little John saying what Little John says?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is, huh?
Yeah, it is. Have you
I'm
not
sorry.
listened to that, dog?
It's such a weird
I
combo.
don't know what it is. I don't know
Dawson
what
would
it
not
is.
like it, but it was a collaboration mixing Linkin Park's music and Jay-Z's music, and it was fucking awesome.
But they re-recorded their parts.
I think I heard it before.
Oh, you've definitely heard it. It's better than Numb and it's better than Encore on their own. Like it literally makes both of their songs better. So
they did a few other songs that weren't as notable, but yeah, and most of that album works, by the way. There's a few in there where you're like, all right, you're forcing that one a little bit more than you were with the others, but I generally remember most of that album being pretty enjoyable.
There's a live video of them performing that album.
I've seen it
at I think it's at the Roxy, and the place is going nuts. And Jay-Z's just rapping, and Mike Shinoda's just rapping and doing all doubling the Jay-Z rhymes and things like that. And then Chester Bennington just starts screaming into the microphone. And Jay-Z's just like, oh, like, I don't usually deal with this on stage. It's pretty sweet, and I wish.
R.I.P.
Dude, I think I respect Chester a lot more now, which sucks because I don't think I appreciated him in the time he was alive. But yeah, he came into my work at TGI Fridays one time. He's come in. He used to go there a few times, and
what do you order?
Town. He sat at the bar, so I never served him because I was working.
Oh man,
in the dining room. But everyone's like, Chester's here. A buddy of mine's like, I'm gonna have him sign my wristband because those like sweat wristbands that we used to wear back in the day.
That's a whack thing to get signed. I would have been like, dude, fucking have him sign a plate or some shit. Like, what are you doing?
Linkin Park wristband.
Even still,
okay.
You're not gonna be able to see that shit, and then you never wear your sweatband again, or else it's gonna sweat off.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I used to wear one of those because the singer from Simple Plan did it, and I was like, oh, he
Mm.
does it, and he's cool. I'll do it.
He's
And
cool.
yeah, I never really used it for sweat. It was more of just an accessory that was poorly mixed with my puka shells. All right, well look, we got a lot of show today. We got comments, we have a Shay, we got some stuff to get into. So why don't we do some comments? You guys down?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Now it's time for listener
All right. And these are all comments found on our within our Facebook group. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group, I suggest you join. It's really fun, really great people, awesome community. There's not that much Taylor Swift stuff on there.
There's enough though. There's enough.
Good
You
time.
get your fix.
Yeah, just go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. You answer a few questions and we might let you in. It's my favorite place on the internet.
Before we get started, I must say, just an impassioned plea to all the Bobo Boys out there. If you are going to mention Taylor Swift, please don't tag Matt's account.
Yeah, that helps.
You guys want me to fucking kill myself? Because I'll do it.
Matt, I know you will, and that's why I'm saying, please definitely do not tag Matt Fondelier if you are going to post about Taylor Swift. Please do not do that. That might make my friend sad.
Oh my
So
god.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't. Stop it.
Yeah. Thank you, Gary. Right. Look, let's not bombard Matt with any Taylor Swift post or just connect him to any Taylor Swift stuff because
Just, you don't want the algorithm getting confused, and then all of a sudden,
Thank
that
you.
would just be bad.
Thank you. We got you, Matt. We got you. All right.
I hate everyone.
Good call, Gary. All right. First off, Kaylin, you really did a number on everybody in the Facebook group with how you button your shirts. Yeah,
What can I say?
A lot of people very opinionated on button shirts, and I guess we didn't. We should say that we realized right after posting that the button down for
Exactly what you said the first time, Chris, was correct. That buttoning down the collar is a button-down shirt.
Yeah, which makes no sense. I don't like the words. I just there has to be a clear way to talk about the differences in those shirts. But the buttons and the collars too. It's just that's a button down, and then without a collar, with the collar stays, that's a button up. I don't get it. Ryan Scripps says, "I just now catching up with the show. I button the top button first, and then from the bottom up."
Kaylin, you have good company over there in fucking crazy land.
Yeah, I knew there was crazier out there than me.
That's
Oh.
crazier.
Yeah, that's crazier.
Yeah.
You know
I saw
what?
somebody else posted that they start in the middle. They do like the fourth button down and then go down and then circle back and do the remainers. Like, what is happening?
I am with it. I actually.
I'm
do
like that.
Yeah.
I do the one
I
like
do that.
2 down.
I start from the chest, and then I go.
Yeah, just
up,
the
and
third
go-
one down is the first one I always do. And then I'll go down.
Chris,
I'm gonna start
wait,
with the
Chris.
neck.
Hold on. Did you say you start in the chest and go up, and then you circle back and go down from the bottom?
That's right.
Okay, you and Kaylin are clearly
No,
fans.
I don't.
That is some
I know. I
fucking-
go down to the bottom, not from the bottom. So I do the
Oh, okay.
middle button.
You start
then I
like you
go
start
up.
middle of your chest,
Yeah.
and then you go down to the bottom, and then go up to the middle of your chest, and then keep going past it.
No, I go up first. I start from my chest, and then I go up like 1 or 2 buttons, depending on what kind of shirt it is, and then I'll go down and do the.
You guys have all this free time to
You're
just
going
be
middle up and then middle
passing
down.
buttons that are already buttoned. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Just fucking pick a direction.
No, I'm not
This is
trying to. I'm
amazing.
not doing the.
Yeah,
Like,
and you guys all called me crazy, and you're doing all these
Yeah,
hoops you're running
Kaylin
through.
seems like a fucking saint
You
now.
still are crazy, but you just have a lot of company.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing it for the economy of motion. I'm doing it for because
Doing it for the attention.
no, it's comfortable. I
on.
like to start with the button on my chest first.
Yeah.
Just feels
Exactly.
good.
It just feels. I like it on my
Exactly.
chest.
Well,
It
it
feels
closes
good.
the shirt.
Yeah,
It holds the shirt in a
it holds
comfortable
it down.
spot.
And then
Wait, let me write this down. What do the
Then
buttons
tighten
do?
it up.
They what?
Hold the
That one's
shirt.
job is to hold the shirt on.
Yeah, and then
It
and
would
then
fall
I
off your
tighten it
shoulder
up after.
blades otherwise.
It
and I
would.
tighten it up after.
It would.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So
I
Yeah.
got-
Gary, you and me, pal. It's just you and me, buddy.
You
I
really
wish-
start from the top and go down? I think that's
Well,
weird.
I don't button the very,
No,
very
I don't
top
start-
one. You
I don't
keep
start
acting
from the
like I'm
top.
going to a wedding. Like,
I'll
Going to a
button
wedding,
probably the
Matt.
one that I'm going to like, right in the middle of my chest. I go all the way down to the bottom, and if I feel I need to button one more at the top or something, that's based on looking in the mirror once it's all buttoned, and I'll make that call then.
there you go.
Well,
That's the right
Ryan
answer.
Script says he barely wears dress shirts these days, but he does a quarter zip when temperature's going to be about 60. I have 2 quarter zips.
Yeah,
that
quarter
means
zips are great.
The,
What is that?
It's a sweatshirt or something that like zips down to like a quarter of your chest.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
it stops here. The zipper
Yeah,
stops
yeah, yeah.
here.
Okay.
Stops like in your navel, like in your
Yeah, in between your
sternum.
Yeah, in your sternum. So the 2 I have, though, Jen doesn't like them. You know, she's my fashion coordinator right now. She doesn't like me wearing them because she says they're golf clothes.
I was gonna say they're best on a golf course.
She doesn't, and I thought, well, this is the most comfortable. I have a FootJoy quarter zip that I love. It is honestly the most comfortable piece of clothing that I own.
And do you wear it when you go golfing?
I wear it every time I go golfing.
Okay.
I will, but I want to wear it every time I'm not golfing. But she says that it's too. It looks like it's just too golfy. Like you can't wear golf clothes when you're not golfing.
Mm.
No, Gary, you disagree?
I mean, look, I think she's trying to fight like some of the dad fashion that's coming her way. And you know what? She can win for a couple of years, but you'll be in that quarter zip by the time Benny's 4, guaranteed.
Okay, good, because I love myself a nice FootJoy quarter zip. Jeremy Clayboss says, "Hey guys, going on a cruise out of Long Beach this weekend. Never been to California before. Woo! What's the best ride service to use, Lyft or Uber? Thanks in advance."
Check them both and see which one has the price. You're going
That
to
is
be
a great-
terrible. They're both going to be terrible either way.
Exactly.
I don't
One was a
don't
little
use
bit
them
lower.
very much, but I feel like every time I go to Lyft, it's cheaper than Uber. I can't even remember the last time I got an Uber. Like I check them, but I feel like Lyft is always cheaper.
But don't
I think that-
don't they take a little longer sometimes because they have less drivers?
I think it
Maybe.
sort of depends on where you are, Kaylin, too, because I've noticed that like in very specific places, and then when I'm elsewhere, I check and it's the opposite. So I think you just kind of got to check it out based on where you are.
Yeah. Jacob Morales writes, to the dog owners out there, if you're walking your dog on a public trail and it poops, do you pick it up? And more specifically, if you see someone else's dog poop and they bag it, but then leave it on the side of the trail, do you ask them about it? Confronting is too strong of a word. All I did was walk past him and look and shook my head.
If I was on a public trail that was intended for dogs, yes, I would pick it up, and no, I wouldn't have a problem throwing it into like if there wasn't a receptacle, like throwing it off the trail and into the bushes because those bags are biodegradable and that shit's supposed to be going back into the earth. So it's like not a big deal in my opinion. But if there was
Solid
biodegradable,
point.
how biodegradable? I mean, what are we talking about? You know, it's gonna at least be sitting there for a couple of years.
I mean, I don't know. I just know.
But if you're on a public trail, let your dog fucking shit. Kick it somewhere. You know.
I have an idea.
No.
I have a new business. Mark Cuban, I present to you the banana peel.
My dog has a healthy diet,
bag.
Gary, and he's not shitting diarrhea. You can nudge dog shit if it's in the middle of a trail with your
Dawson,
toe really easy.
I'm sorry, we're different here.
I'm
My
telling
dog
you,
has
it's
a
much better than bagging it and throwing the bag on the trail.
Okay, Dawson. I do not own a pair of shoes that I want to touch shit. So
Have you seen Gary's shoes?
I've
There's
never
no
doing
way
that.
he's letting any of those things near
You
fucking
can
dog shit.
patronize me. That's fine.
I'm not trying to patronize you, Dawson. I wasn't talking about your dog at all. I'm saying I do not own a pair of shoes that I want to intentionally have make contact with shit. That's not how I roll. I just won't do that as a result.
So you
not
throw
patronizing.
a plastic bag of poop on a trail?
Speaking of patronizing,
anymore.
please sign up for our Patreon. Patreon.com/
Don't get it.
watercooler is where
Nice
you
Maybe
plug.
I'm missing something.
I want to add to this, which is it kind of depends on the trail, the nature of the trail. If it is a loop trail and you will not be going back, then I would probably take the bag with me. But when I go to Mammoth, I don't know if I ever mentioned that before, but in Mammoth, a lot of those trails are out and back. And if it's an out and back trail, then I will leave the bag there with the intention of grabbing it on my way back so I don't have to take it with me for the entirety of the hike. Now, I've gotten burned before because I have left it behind with the intention of coming back for it. And then when we come back, the bag is gone. Which means that somebody has like shamed me by doing it for me, and then I felt extra bad.
It was your neighbor. I saw him post a video of him dog's poop and posting it to Facebook, shaming you.
I personally think it's better just to let your dog shit.
As somebody who doesn't have a dog,
bag on the trail.
I have strong opinions on this. And if your dog poops, what you do is you take an old banana peel. And you pick it up with a banana peel, and then you toss it out, because then that's biodegradable. That banana peel is going like tomorrow into
but then some deer is going to be like, "Ooh, a banana peel," and then it's going to have a mouthful of shit, and then that poor deer.
Then the deer is going to slip on the banana peel. Yeah,
banana slip on the banana peel.
I didn't think about all the slippage from everyone throwing their banana peels everywhere, but
it is biodegradable within like a week.
Banana peels are nature's booby trap. And
will return to the earth.
Should worry about. I mean, I think that's why evolution has made bananas bright yellow, is so we can see them on the floor, because we've slipped on them over the years too many times. They used to be more neutral earth tones, Kalen, but now they're bright yellow and they really contrast. So your eyes see them better, and you just slip and fall. So it's good. It's good to be able to see banana peels. So anyway, let's get to the next comment here. And everyone's just posting memes. So anyway, what do you guys think about putting poop in dog bags? Gary just walked back in. I'm just messing with him. Dang, dude. We have a lot of memes. I like the selfies that people are posting, by the way. Like Rob Fierce, he's like, going to Santa Barbara today. Hopefully I'll see Dawson. And just selfie from the road in his convertible.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
California day. I like that.
I live in North Hollywood.
I like that he thinks Dawson just lives in Santa Barbara.
If I go to Santa Barbara, chances are I'll run into Dawson. There is a good chance, Rob. So I love that. And I like these roll calls of everyone just put the selfie of where they are. I don't know. It makes me happy. It really feels like a community that way. Let's finish this off with a couple of the Patreon comments, because we post ad-free versions on our Patreon and people can comment there too. So Don Powell says, my Patreon membership for the WWWWC renews on April 1st. I was thinking of changing from the video tier to the movie club tier.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
this better not be an April Fool's joke. As soon as you said April 1st, I immediately was like, I don't know how sincere this is going to be.
I don't trust Don anymore. Yeah. But he says, I was thinking of moving from the video tier to the movie club tier, but doing his Jack Nicholson impression has me second guessing that decision.
How have you not already just signed up for it?
Come on, Don, just do it.
I started watching that the other day, by the way.
Oh, that is the next movie club is
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
And by the way, pro tip, there is a video and movie night tier, so you can keep both. There's no reason to choose one or the other.
There's so many,
get both.
like, you know, the evil weak guy from Lord of the Rings.
Gollum?
Brad. Yeah, no. Brad. What's his name? He does Chucky.
He was the guy he was the guy telling the horse lord not to listen to Gandalf.
Wormtongue was the character's name.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
The horse.
Yeah, that guy's in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's Brad Dourif. He's also Brad Dourif's also the voice of Chucky.
Huh.
Really?
Guy. Yeah, he's great in One Flew. I love that movie. I'm excited to watch it. Good choice.
Yeah, I like to save them until a little bit closer to when we record them. There's been a couple times where I pass over like I should watch it, and I go, I'm gonna wait till it's
keep it fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it fresh. Casey Peters says, did anyone else catch that Chris said for wedding showers the guys come last? My mind instantly went dirty. Casey.
Wow.
Casey.
Jesus, Casey.
Come on, dude. Adam Smith says, I agree that Jake Johnson is a great actor. I first stumbled across him on a Mythic Quest standalone episode called A Dark, Quiet Death. It also stars Kristen Milioti, who was in Palm Springs. Oh, yeah, she's great. You won't regret checking it out. They are awesome together. All right.
There's
down
not a
with that.
bad episode of Mythic Quest, in my opinion. I mean, there are stronger ones and there are weaker ones, but that's a great show, like pretty much all the way through.
I've never seen a second of it.
You would like it a lot.
I'm down. I just started watching Fargo, the TV show.
What
And I'm
season?
Season 1. I just started season 1.
Alright.
I love
it.
I love season 1 of that show, and I keep trying to get into it, but I can't. I tried season 2. I tried season 4. Like I try each different season because they're different stories, and I don't know. It just is not grabbing me the way that the first season did. But Billy Bob Thornton in that first season is great.
So good with
So
that
good.
with that Dumb and Dumber haircut, the bowl haircut.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he looks like a complete psychopath, and I love it. Joe Cool says, Chris, sorry about your flooding. Hopefully insurance covers the damages. Well,
Look
yeah,
at
so
that.
as you can see, it's quite dry here. No sump pump needed, Kalen. Actually, I probably did need one. What I did was I got a mop. I just kept mopping and then drying it, and then mopping and then drying, and eventually.
Maybe I should do that for my ponds. I'll think about that. I'll get a mop, see if that
Take
that
forever.
works too.
Chris, I thought you were gonna
Patronize
salt
me.
burn your way out of that room.
That I was gonna what?
Salt burn your way out of it. Dawson gets it.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm still
well,
only.
I think it's gonna start
10
raining
minutes
again.
into that movie. I can't. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish this movie.
Yeah, it is gonna start raining again. I don't know what I'm gonna do, Kale. I gotta figure
Okay.
some shit out. But everything's kind of getting off the floor right now. I had a rug in this room that I just threw away. It was just completely submerged, and I'm like, this thing's ruined. All right, and anyway, those are our comments, everybody. Thank you so much for writing in. We appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to record our Patreon episode. We're gonna do the flickin'. We got a Shay. We got a shit Dawson did as a kid. We got a full show. So make sure to subscribe to Patreon to get that extra dose of the WC, as Don Powell said. And why don't we go around the horn, get our plugs in, and then we'll GTFO and get started with that Patreon recording. So I'll start over there with Mike Dawson. What do you want to check out, Dawson?
I think you should watch the movie The Beekeeper. I fucking checked it out. Jason Statham's new movie. Fucking the action is
That Guy Ritchie?
solid.
Is that a Guy Ritchie one?
I have no idea. But they didn't reuse all these old action tropes. Like everything is fucking new and like full on awesome fight scenes, awesome action, awesome intelligent
David Ayer.
plot lines. It's really fucking good. I enjoyed the shit out of that movie. So watch the.
And I appreciate that you texted the group chat, Dawson, that we should check it out and that you liked it. That was cool.
There is some hand trauma, Chris.
I did appreciate the warning that you gave me. Also, I'm not.
There's some fucking severe hand trauma, but it's followed by one of the greatest kills in a movie ever.
Dawson, can I ask you a question?
It'd be worth getting through. Yeah.
And feel free not to answer, but is this a movie you paid to watch?
No.
Okay.
I like the greatest movie deaths. We should discuss that next time. In the Facebook group, just let's start a thread or something. I want to hear everyone's favorite movie deaths.
I'll start. Sayonara.
That's high. That's high up there for sure. That one, the Die Hard 2 Icicle. There's a few that come to mind.
Samuel Jackson, Deep Blue Sea. Come on, classic.
Shocking, classic.
That one's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
CGI's a little dated, but
Yeah, that's okay.
Don't care. Don't care. Still surprising. So yeah, let's talk about in the Facebook group. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on the best movie deaths. All right. Now let's go to Matt. What do you want to plug?
Well, we've said it a bunch of times, but our Patreon is where to go to hear more of us. Patreon.com/watercooler. And you can follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier if you'd like.
I would like. And I suggest
You'd like.
I like. Kaylin, what do you want everyone to check out?
I'll just give a little tease, something I'm excited about. It's not going to be coming out for probably quite a while, but my dad has decided to jump into the podcast game. So I'm going to be doing some podcasts with my dad, and we're starting with this Friday. We're taping our first episode, and he's got like a couple more guests lined up, and yeah, it's going to be fun. Like I said, it's not going to come out for a while, but just a little tease. You can look forward to that a little later.
Is it called Bean Michael Bean?
That's not. We haven't even come up with the title for it yet.
Well, fucking write that down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bean Michael Bean is pretty sweet.
Being Michael Bean. That's not bad.
We'll save it. We'll see.
I
We'll see if
like
it
it.
survives.
I like
But
it.
yeah, this like the first one we're taping on Friday. Doug Stanhope is coming in to record that one. I think Edward Furlong it was scheduled in a week or two, so yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Wasn't
I'm
You're gonna
looking
be
forward.
producing that?
Furlong on Matt's
Yeah.
podcast.
What's that?
He
Edward
was.
Furlong on Matt's podcast.
Yeah, I already got him on the
Around.
presumption. You should do your own Flicking the Bean crossover in that show to
Oh,
get people to
yeah.
listen to our show. What do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love for you to explain to your dad and Doug Stanhope. Yeah, unflickable. 9.8 beans.
And then say what
That's
food
my
it reminds you of.
All right. I love it, Kaylin. Very cool. And yeah, please keep us updated on that. And then Gary, what do you want to check out?
Patreon.com/watercooler. I think that's the spot to be at. So check that out.
Love it. And that's for me. Check out Fargo season 1. It's quite riveting, as well as my band is playing at Tantalum in Long Beach March 9th, and then Perks in Huntington Beach March 30th. So if you want to be hungover on Easter, please come out to Perks in Huntington Beach, and we go till like 1 a.m. and we go hard. We go freaking hard, bangers all night. All right, well, that will do it for this episode of Water Cooler. Thank you again to everybody for hanging out with us, and we will see you later this week for Patreon. We love you. Goodbye.
Ooh.